This is Justin Singleton, and I'm here for Dove Hill Entertainment, and this is our first synopsis, entitled The Magician. I'm here with one of the screenwriters for Dove Hill Entertainment, Keith Barkley. Let's get into the questions. Ready?
Okay.
First question is, what is the title of the movie, and what era is it set in?
The title of the movie is The Name of the Magicians, and the era of the time is the 1920s, right
20s?
after war. Yes, right after World War I, when all of the men were wearing the big tops, and the women were wearing the flat dresses, and the Chrysler cars was out.
It's one of my favorites. The protagonist in our movie is a young man named Michael. His father was a sergeant in the war. What effect did that have on Michael's life?
Well, with him not being there, Sergeant Powell, his father, not being there, Michael was raised by his mother, and his mother was very sickly, so she couldn't be there for him as, you know, to fulfill his life as for on her part and on Michael's father's part, the absence of the father. So Michael grows up a very shy young man. He don't in particular know how to dress himself right properly to fit in the school. So he become a taunted child, mocked and taunted. But he was a very wise and smart young man.
So do you think Michael's love for magic and him wanting to become a magician had anything more to do with his, wanting to help his dad? Because, his dad's always saying, let's make a dynamite deal, which, I've read in the synopsis, which you should read because it's awesome. You guys should just really go check it out, really. But aside from that, do you think, it had anything to do with that, and his dad being, so strict and being an ex-sergeant had anything for him to do, not liking the fact that his son was becoming a musician and him getting kicked out?
Well, Michael's desire at that time and wanting to do magic was a comfort to him for being kicked out and being taunted and everything. He found his comfort in magic, and once he found that comfort in magic, he wanted to be that. He wanted his life to be surrounded by being able to do the tricks. He seen how people love magicians, how they were well respected and looked up to and spoke to. And this was all he desired in life, the thing that he was missing the most from his father and his mother. His mother by illness, his father from being away in the war.
Okay. So why don't you go ahead and just tell me about the Hart brothers and why they're so important?
Oh, the Hart brothers. Well, the Hart brothers comes in the equation when they are called into town by another associate of theirs that was passing through the town and watched Michael's magical tricks. And once he's seen those tricks, he would notify his associates, the Hart brothers. They would come to town, and once they viewed this, they challenged Michael to the utmost in competition.
So they were just like trying to one-up Michael every chance they got, pretty much.
Oh, yes.
So at this point, Michael is pretty much down and out. He's, not feeling good. He's feeling bad. His life has pretty much just been torn up. But how does he redeem himself? How does he come back to being, awesome? That's pretty much the question.
Well, when Michael takes that turn to become back powerful, it's a part of the movie that's near the end of the climax that you have to see yourself or read about on the synopsis.
So it's one of those things you gotta read or
you gotta read or you gotta see, because that's not a part to even elaborate on.
Why don't you tell us about a turning point in the movie? Just tell us about any turning point in the movie.
Okay, there are a few turning points in the movie, but the one I would elaborate on is when a female comes into Michael's life when he's at his strongest point.
So this is where the romance comes in?
Yes, this is the romance part of the movie dealing with Michael.
There's romance in it. right, go on.
And she's there not to build with Michael, but to destroy him, to tear him down.
It's always a girl. Every time when there's a problem, it's always a girl. I knew it.
But now, whether she succeed or not, that's for the people to go and read about or to do.
See, you gotta go read the synopsis. I mean, you're not gonna get all the secrets here. Wow, this movie is great. I mean, it pretty much has everything. You got action, we got romance, and you got drama on every corner, you got suspense. It's got it all. So, just, you gotta tell me, like, how does it end? How does it end?
Okay, you got the Hart brothers.
Hart Brothers.
You got Michael.
Michael.
The Hart brothers knows his secret now.
They know the secret.
The people are on the edge.
They
The
see.
challenges begin.
Done.
People's eyes are buck.
What?
They're cheering. And then showing fear at some points.
Scared too.
And then Michael and the Hart brothers take the stage for the last and final event.
You can tell me what happens.
You gotta read it.
Again, this was Justin Singleton for Dovetail Entertainment. I just want to thank Keith Barkley, screenwriter for Dovetail Entertainment, for coming out. And again, people, you're not going to figure out the end of this movie unless you go online, www.dovetailentertainment.com. Read the synopsis. By reading it, you've enabled us to bring this movie to life. So go online and do that. Keith, you got anything to say?
Well, you gotta read it.
Just gotta read it.
Gotta read it.
You gotta read it. All right, thanks, folks. God bless.